Are you frustrated that more of your leads are not converting and turning into business? If that's the case, this is the video you're going to want to watch. I'm going to show you the lead conversion strategy that we use to make sure you are maximizing your time with the leads who are most likely to convert. Take a look. Hey everyone, Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies. If you are brand new to our channel, welcome. We're so glad you're here. What we're all about is helping real estate agents generate more leads, set more appointments, and close more transactions. So if you would like more leads, appointments, and transactions, this is the place to be. Please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you here as part of our channel. Now, before we get going on today's video, one thing I want to make you aware of, down in the description below, I'm going to put a link to our 2-hour masterclass where I show step by step in detail all of the steps that we do to help our clients generate leads, set appointments, and close transactions. It's all of our best practices. It's the meat of the how we do what we do. So if you want to learn how to get more results for your business, I encourage you, go check that out. It's totally free, and you'll be blown away by the amount of information you get from that. Now, what we're talking about today is how to increase your lead conversion. Now, to a large extent, a lot of the reason why agents aren't getting more lead conversion is because they're spending their time in the wrong places. So to put that in perspective, let me ask you a question and put it into a different context. Forget real estate for a moment, and let's say that you own a car dealership. Let's say it's a Porsche dealership, just to put a name to it, right? No, this is not a collaboration video. They're not paying me. So if you owned a Porsche dealership and the new shipment of cars come and you've got to move those vehicles, the question is, who is the best possible lead to sell one of those cars to, right? Who's the best possible lead? Now, when I ask this question to agents, a lot of times the answers that I get are, people that are money, or people that have money, people that are rich, people that are attorneys and doctors and other other professions that are known for high incomes. So they'll say these kinds of things as, this is who it is that we want to, those are the best possible leads. And what if I told you, of the 4 different lead sources I'm going to cover with you today, that is the worst, that is lead number 4, the worst possible lead. It's not that it's necessarily a bad lead, it's just statistically it's the hardest one to convert, and yet this is where so many people spend their time. So with that being said, let's cover the 4 so that you know where to be spending your time and where your results are going to be the best. The best possible lead that you can ever have, whether it's Porsches or real estate, the best possible lead you could ever have is somebody that has already done business with you, or someone that you already have a relationship with. Right? So when it comes to sales, it really boils down to 2 elements. One, they have to like the product that you're selling. And the good news is in real estate, most people like real estate. And so that takes care of itself for the most part. The second thing that will help with your sales is relationship. The fact that they know, like, and trust you. If they know, like, and trust you, the likelihood of them doing business with you is so much greater. So this is why you really want to put a great emphasis on your lead conversion, about providing information and getting people to know, like, and trust you. That's what's going to make them want to do business with you. So as you can tell, relationships matter to a great extent. As you're seeing on the screen right here, you can see that a lot of times what we're doing to help our clients maximize their relationships is we run ads directly to their sphere of influence, their past clients, the people that they already know, so that as people see these messages repetitively over time, they continue to know, like, and trust you, and when they have a real estate need, your name is the first one that they think of. But that doesn't happen if you're not constantly in front of them, constantly providing value, giving them all these nuggets of information that make them realize you know your stuff and that they want to do business with you. So again, the best possible lead that you could ever do business with would be someone that you have a relationship with, because the sales process is so much easier. The second best lead that's most likely to convert is going to be a referral from someone that you already know, right? We love referrals. Referrals are awesome because when they come, there's already this level of trust that has been built up, right? I call it a transfer of trust. If someone that you have a relationship with knows, likes, and trusts you, and they say, man, Kevin's awesome, you gotta go do business with Kevin, then that trust transfers. They now trust you because they trust them. And so referrals are your next highest converting lead. So the question then becomes, well, okay, in the real estate market, how can we get more referrals? Well, I don't recommend asking for them because a lot of people get turned off by that, right? If you're talking to people and you're like, who do you know that's thinking about buying or selling? Who do you know that's thinking? It doesn't take long for that to get old, right? And so I highly recommend never asking for a referral. But the way that a lot of this happens, especially through digital marketing and the kind of things that we see through our Facebook ads, is people will share your content, or they will tag other people, or as you can see in the screenshot here, they just leave a comment and a testimonial about how great it is to work with you. These kinds of things help build trust and credibility with people. That's what makes referrals the next best group of people, because again, at some level, they already trust you, and that is a big, big deal. Your third best lead is going to be your previous prospects. Now, for me, there's a difference between a lead and a prospect. To me, a lead is just a name, a number, email address. You really don't know much about them, if anything. With a prospect, you've had some level of contact, some level of information. You know a little bit about them. They've asked questions, whether it's a text communication, whether it's a phone call, but you have some information about them. There's been some level of response. That's the key. They've responded. The moment they respond, that's the transition between a lead and a prospect, right? So one of the next best sources of business are your prospects that you've had in the past. So as you're seeing on the screenshot here, we help our clients implement some technology that will categorize things as a hot lead. For us, a hot lead are people that are responding in a meaningful way and providing information. We can also sort it by the people who have responded most recently. And so when you have time to follow up, this is some of the best people that you can be doing your follow-up with. So that is your third best lead, is your prospects, because again, they already know you at some level. There's been some kind of exchange, some kind of response. Your fourth best lead, and this is the last one, which is everybody else, right? Because everybody else, they don't know you yet, they don't like you yet, they have no reason to trust you yet. It's not that you can't do business with this group of people, so please don't misunderstand me. It's just that from a perspective of conversion, they are the hardest ones to convert. So it becomes a question of, where do I maximize my efforts when I have limited time to do follow-up? Where can I get the best results? So the best results are always going to come from your relationships, then your referrals, then your prospects, and then everyone else. So as you're marketing to all of your leads, don't get me wrong, you've still got to do the follow-up with these leads that don't know you, because some of them will turn into business if you're consistent with your follow-up. But it's a question of how do we do it, right? So it's all about, in order to convert those people, you have to contact them more than once, right? You're not going to build trust more than likely on one conversation. It's going to take multiple contacts. So as you see on the screenshot here, this was from a training that I attended that Zillow did. And what they found from their research is that the majority of the time, people weren't doing any level of follow-up. So they were contacting them once or less. As you can see here, 71% of the time, they were being contacted once or less. The other thing that they found that was key to converting these leads, the leads that don't know who you are, is the number of attempts that you make in contacting them. You can see that the more attempts you make, the likelihood of reaching out or making contact with them increases significantly, especially from the first to the second attempt. And the more you attempt to contact them, the more likely you are to reach them and make that contact. Doesn't mean they're going to turn into business, But that's part of the key to success of taking these internet leads, these people that don't know who you are, and being able to turn that into an appointment, which ultimately turns into business. So this is the best strategy and where I would recommend anybody spend their time. So rather than spending your time with the leads that are least likely to convert, flip it and do it the other way. Spend your time, most of your time, with the people you have relationships with. Conversion rates are always higher there. Spend time with the people that have been referred by those people. That's the next best use of your time. Your next best use of your time after that are people that have responded to you, people you've had conversations with, your prospects. And then fourth would be everybody else. So as you have time, make sure you're spending your time, have systems in place. Again, these are part of the things we do for our clients. So hopefully that was helpful. This is the best way to maximize your lead conversion efforts, is making sure you're spending your time with the people that are most likely to convert, right? We just want to flip that upside down and you'll get a lot better results than what the typical agent does. So hopefully you found that video helpful. If you got value out of this, do us a favor, click that little thumbs up button down below. That split second helps us tremendously. We appreciate your support. Also, if you want more information about the things that we do to help people generate leads, set appointments, close transactions, there's a link down in the description. Go take a look and you can find out more about our services and what we offer. Also, if you want to watch some other videos and get more tips and more strategies on growing your business, I'll put a couple of those right here. And then lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. This is a great place to be. You'll learn lots of tips and lots of things will help you grow your business. So please click that subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and you'll be notified every single time we put out new content, as we put out new content every single week. So with that, make it a great week. Keep crushing in your business. If we can help, we'd love to do that. Otherwise, we will see you on the next video. Take care.